Again, hard card to evaluate for sure. I think this card is very good whenever you convoke it with at least 3 creatures in this deck. I think it's pretty good when you convoke it with 2 creatures. Is my general evaluation. I think Aether Vial also like definitely helps those like have those really powerful explosive convoke turns. Adeline, Ranger-Captain both give you multiple creatures for convoke. Esper Sentinel is a really good card to convoke. Luminarch Aspirant, Thalia all convoke pretty well. This version is definitely like not all built around convoke though, where like we're not like all in. We're not playing the Loxodon. We're not playing Mid-Might. We're not playing these really cheap creatures to power it up. We're just kind of playing Knight-Errant as a generically good card, but it is a card I like a lot. I think this card is also like another thing too when we're talking about Knight-Errant of Eos. What I really like about it in this shell is that Humans has been like kind of dying for a card advantage tribal payoff for the longest time. Like Merfolk has the Merfolk God that attacks draws a card. You have Silvergill Adept. Those 2 cards are a huge part of the reason why I think Merfolk continues to like be a really good deck. Is like these card advantage payoffs, and Humans has like not had a good one this entire time, and Knight-Errant of Eos is like really the first like appealing one. Keep this. Fairgrow Humans was viable for a while. Yeah, but not a long while ago. Like, we're talking like 3 or 4 years, 5 years ago, that 5-color Humans was like a popular, good modern deck. I'm not going to play Thraben Inspector. That card always lets me down. So many 2-drops in Convoke deck. Is there really no better 1-drop than Luminarch Aspirant? What about Noble Hierarchy? Okay, Luminarch Aspirant is a 2-drop. So what are we talking about? The Coffers deck. Immediately queue into the Damnation deck. 5. Luminarch is also really good. It's very good with Esper Sentinel. I think it's just a good threat. The flash that makes a 1/1 is better for Convoke, of course, but it doesn't make a 1/1 human. Like, you could maybe even make an argument that Gather the Townsfolk would be better than that card, although worse with Aether Vial. Alright, looking for a land. I'd love to put a counter on this Esper Sentinel. On the draw. Did not draw the land. Okay. Maybe. I don't know. We immediately queued into the Damnation deck, but what are we going to do? What do you think? Snapbolt disappeared from Modern? Is it too slow? Yeah, it's just worse than other like blue-red combinations. Iteration, Murktides, like for your top end in like the blue-red decks, you want to play Expressive Iteration, you want to play Murktide Regent, you want to play... Oh, they let me have a card. Why? I guess these are all swamps. Like, did it not see me miss my land drop? Alright, 4 looks at a land. Still none. Today has just been a day. That being said, without Karn, they can't answer the Vial at least. Well, bro, 8 months, thank you. Maybe it was better to like not main phase put this in, but obviously we lose the counter, but we're playing into the removal spell that's likely. Yeah, I've seen the Shadow of Doubts for sure. Okay, this is our 5th look at a land. We'll keep the Vial on 2. Aether Vial, trying its best. Open for Elspeth. I can see a lot of Elspeths over here, as much as I'm a fan of the character and like some of the cards. I don't think any of them are very playable. Alright. 6 look at a land. Shuffler is so angry at me lately, I guess. Probably gonna... Well, we'll see. I think if they kill the Aspirant, I don't take up the Vial yet. No, we probably need to take... We'll see what they do. Yeah, it seems like lately like we have like a great day, terrible day, great day, terrible day. Oh, they got Wormcoil. I can beat a Wormcoil if they can't kill my Aspirant. 7th look at a land. Ding, 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 ding. It would be awesome to win this game, to be quite frank. I can't file an Adeline pre-combat because of the Karn, but I can now. So there's Wormcoil, 3 mystery cards. Okay, leave this on 3. Errant looks like a Nombo with Vial. What's funny, I actually think the opposite. I think that you're going to have a lot of turns where you Vial something in, and that lets you Errant on the same turn or Errant quicker. It's like the only the Errant and Solitude don't, you know, they're not good with Vial, but like you do meet Vial's requirements with the like rest of the cards in your deck. Well, kind of surprised that they would play this over other options. Yeah, or Errant, and then yeah, put into play what you find. Hasn't been very good this game, but our draw has also been horrible. I don't know. Wait, is this randomly lethal? It's close. 11, 12, put them to 1. Oh shit, I could have vialed in the Adeline for lethal, but it's just like, I was just kind of expecting them to use a removal spell, but I shouldn't have played around a removal spell. They would have used it already. Yeah, but I could have vialed in the Adeline for an extra counter here, and I should have done that, because they would have killed this already if they had a removal spell. Play Urborg without tapping for mana. Maybe for Revolt. Dante with the deck. So if they don't push now, they can't push the Adeline. Yeah, we're gonna Solitude the creature that gets blocked. Maybe they have coffers that click the wrong land. Yeah, it was maybe a misclick. It was definitely a misplay or a misclick. Okay, targeting the lieutenants. Look, we're literally using Knight-Errant of Eos right now. What's funny is they're dead. I think they're dead even, like, no matter what here, right? They're taking, yeah, they're dead even without my either ability to vial an Adeline Legend rule or the Solitude, right? Yeah, they're just dead, but we'll do the fun trick. Why not just Solitude Wormcoil? Why not Spike? Why not take this other lethal line? Why not? Your line wins. Why not take a different line? Good question. Okay, gonna bring in 4 Sanctifiers for 4 Solitudes. Okay, Hidetsugu Kari Esper combo. I have been messing with this. Boy, am I having the hardest time ever. Yeah, it's like... So I don't think you want to play Cat Oven in this kind of deck, but if you do play Cat Oven, then potentially like Shadow Prophecy, Bin a Cat is a good direction to go. Okay, I'm gonna mulligan this one lander with no Aether Vial. Keep this one. Hand is juiced up. Not gonna keep the Knight-Errant of Eos. Keeping any Solitude for Worm Coil Archon? No. Like you saw that game, you can beat Wormcoil anyways, and Archon is also like... Solituding an Archon of Cruelty is not a game-winning line. Where, like, you've like, if you're pitching Solitude or even card casting the Exile Archon, this is like not the kind of game you usually even win. So like when I was working on these drafts, I had like a lot of Liliana of the Veils as like combination, like reasonable threat in this kind of show, which I think you want, and Sack Outlet for Hidetsugu. And then I also had Footsteps of the Goryo in a lot of the drafts where you can Footsteps your Hidetsugu, and then for 3 mana, then it gets sacked into turn to the trigger. And so basically all my drafts had that, that combination of cards. And I'm still working on it too. Hopefully I can get it hammered out and we can get it on stream. I think that direction is better than Cauldron Familiar, Witch's Oven. I do like the Profane Tutors. I do like potentially playing Leyline Binding Mana Base, but maybe your 3 drops are like 4 Liliana, 4 Shadow Prophecy, you play Binding, you play Tainted Indulgence, you play Footsteps. Maybe 12 3 drops with the Footsteps is too many. But like one issue I was like definitely finding when I was messing with this list, this archetype, is like the black removal spells, like Fatal Push. Like Fatal Push doesn't kill Hidetsugu. Slaughter Pact doesn't kill Hidetsugu. And this was definitely something I was finding to be awkward. So, and like Leyland Binding doesn't kill your own Hidetsugu. So that was somewhere I was stuck. I'm not sure how important it is to be able to kill your own Hidetsugu necessarily. Second coffer is no Urborg. Maybe they're sandbagging to like damnation me. Yeah, I should just Adeline. Yeah, Force of Despair doesn't work because we're trying to kill our Hidetsugu. So, our own Hidetsugu. So, those are some thoughts. I do kind of like getting Verdict into the show. I think that that's fine. I don't know that I would be playing the full 4 Deluge. I probably would be on Shadow Prophecy instead in this kind of build, especially if you end up playing the Footsteps of the Goryo tech. But yeah, I'm kind of stuck too. So, hopefully I can figure it out and just get you a good list for the stream. About the Alter Kroxa with Hidetsugu package. I guess I'm not that excited. I think that I don't know. So there's like some YouTube video where I'm talking about Hidetsugu, or I'm talking about Kroxa, and I'm talking about how Kroxa is worse than Atraxa, like Kroxa Alter Dementia. And then like there's like the top comment on that video is like, people aren't talking about playing Kroxa Alter Thassa's Oracle over Atraxa. They're talking about playing them with. And like, if you've ever built these decks before, like there just isn't room for like 4 Kroxa, 4 Alter, Thassa's Oracle. There isn't like just 9 more slots for combo pieces. In fact, there's like 0 more slots. Want a die roll too with double Aether Vial. Yeah, Adeline is so good. This card is so good. His Legacy format I like. At one point it was my favorite format. I was exclusively a Legacy player for a while. Played a lot of Miracles, played a lot of Storm, played a lot of like Fair decks. like Delver decks, Shardless Bug decks a lot. But it's been, a while since those days, Death Touch for players, huh? I like that I can go Ranger-Captain for Esper Sentinel, Violent Sentinel, Violent Aspirant, put a counter on the Sentinel. I can do that without any counter spells being live. So we'll just take that. I'd rather talk about mana bases, how much you ruined everything. I would love to talk about mana bases all the time. It's just that like most chatters don't talk about mana bases that much. Although we're talking about a lot today, which is good. Although, like, for the most part, I think, like, Emeria's Call, Shefet Dunes, like, they just have such low opportunity cost, and they also have really low payoff, so maybe they're not the most interesting. You're kidding. Oh, Blood Moon. Thought I was getting, Teferi Time Raveler. Notably, playing all these utility lands does make you worse against Blood Moon, huh? But we have double Aether Vial, so I think we're going to be probably fine. Hopefully fine. Thoughts of Winota with the scam package. I think Winota in Mardu is interesting specifically because Bloodghast is like weirdly one of the best enabler or like best like attackers for Winota, and then like so is Seasoned Pyromancer, which discards Bloodghast well. I don't know if I exactly would play in the scam package, but it doesn't sound terrible. What's the role of fast lands in modern mana bases? 2-color decks only? Not only, but usually. I think I'm actually not blocking. If they had a removal spell, they would have used it, so I think I'm just going to let the Aspirant sit and play on. That pre-board answer to Blood Moon? Yeah, just like Plains and Aether Vial. Surprised he did not cast that Luminarch Aspirant. Self-Factor Monkey Hair, Death Thread Shaman, yeah, for sure. So, like, I feel like I posted a meme recently, which we could maybe analyze as I fix the stream decker, about Death Thread Shaman versus Ragavan. I don't know that anybody got. I feel like, in some ways, I feel like this meme was the Rorschach test. Where I think you could see whatever you wanted in it. You could see that this was me saying that like Shaman was better or Ragavan was better. But really it's like me saying, when I said it's close, to be honest. Hold on, I can, come on, Twitter. So I'm trying to min screen, but then you can't see. Okay, I just said the section of the Deathrite versus Ragavan debate, it's close, to be honest. So like Shaman does a lot of things better than Ragavan, but Ragavan does one thing way better than Shaman. It just wins the game immediately in like a really powerful and ridiculous way. You know what I mean? It's just like, this does so many things better. Hybrid mana cost, 2 toughness, mana ramp, ignores combat for its value, unlike Ragavan. Life gain to stabilize, main deck graveyard hate, wins through clock board states. But Ragavan is just like Death Touch from player sometimes. And I think it's close, honestly. I think it's close. But like Ragavan is definitely the, like, either way, the more annoying card to play against. Okay, so let's take this up to 2. So I like that we're not triggering Convoke since we vialed in the Adeline here. We're not getting our 1/1, but we don't really need our 1/1 anyways. And we could maybe vial in, like, we can find Thalia's Lieutenant vial it in, that'd be awesome. Would Shaman be playable at 2 mana? No, most 1 mana cards are not playable at 2 mana. Okay, took 1. And then I'm just gonna vial this in now, I think. Alright, good looking Knight-Errant, huh? Just gonna counter the Sentinel, make it any non-creature spell and get that card. Keep thinking Knight-Errant has flying, based on the art. Aslan, fly me to the sky. Let me block this Ledger Shredder. Do we have any 4s to find? No, we don't, but there's like also like not any good 4-mana humans in Modern besides Yawgmoth. I miss Pia and Kieran Nalaar though. I used to play Pia and Kieran Nalaar all the time. Yeah, this was turn 2 Blood Moon. I mean, I don't know, so we drew a while. So is it Pioneer in the title, does it? It's updated for me, maybe try refreshing. Mural? Dude, I remember Mural was spoiled and all the EDH players lost their mind. They're like, what is Wizards thinking with this? And I'm like, wow. What is EDH like? Also like the EDH players were so hyped for it that so many people asked me about it in Modern. During your turn, opponents can't cast spells or activate ability. Yeah, like this ability, like the what is it called? The Lead and Arbiter? No, the other Arbiter, Grand Abolisher. Grand Abolisher ability is like, this reads to EDH players as like just the most broken shit ever. Ooh. Interesting. We should have either convoked 3 or 5 creatures then. We should either attack or help another blocker. Oh, of course. Yeah. I don't know why I convoked 4 there. I was just thinking I didn't have any good attacks, but yeah, I could have left this up, and then actually did have a good attack with this. Combat, huh? Creature combat, never my specialty. Could actually tick up. The problem is that, no, I think I just need to leave these at 1, 2, 3. Solitude might end up being a creature blowout. Might want to violate this just to buff my Thalia's Lieutenant. But now I can pitch the Emeria's Call. Rewarded. Let me put it on the Ranger-Captain so I have 3 5-power attackers through their 3/5. T-Master, thank you for the 4-month resub. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Could have Solitude the Shredder. I think that's maybe a good way to lose to Island Murktide, although they don't have two sources. I don't know, we're beating the Shredder pretty well. I don't think we need to Solitude it right now. T-Master again, thank you for the 4 months. Abolisher is the EDH, with Teferi is the Pioneer War Standard. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, whenever I used to play EDH, and I like to think I do occasionally, I guess. But I always loved when a Grand Abolisher was in play. I didn't have to do any thinking on a turn. It was awesome. I could just go get a drink, snack, text somebody. Then bolt my Luminarch Aspirant. Okay. Connive. Maybe I'm solituding. Again, I'm pretty cold to Island plus Murktide now, but maybe I should just even Solitude the last turn. It's not like their blocks get a lot better. Like, giving them one less life here is kind of nice. Unironically, Boster's an interactive card, yeah, for sure. I don't know. It's just EDH players have like very different attitude and opinion about Magic, which is fine. You know, every format's really different. I just kind of like, as a like on a like anthropologic level, I enjoy talking about it. Ooh boy, it's gonna be a blowout. Yeah, so put the counter on the. I guess since I have the backup Adeline. Oh, I'm sorry, I lost my Luminarch Aspirant. But yeah, let's not attack with the Lieutenant, maybe to not make it obvious we have another one. Although it probably was actually just better to get in with it. Yeah, it's better to get in with it. I like honestly, like to be like quite frank about the whole EDH player, blah blah blah, whatever. Like the only reason we're even having this discussion, it's like because like EDH is just so popular. It's just so popular that you have like the widest range of opinions, and you also have the loudest opinions. It's not really that EDH players are like one particular way. It's just that there's so many of them. All right, let's walk like this, and hopefully they bolt the Adeline post combat. We get to blow it out with the Thalia's Lieutenant. And if not, we're still like really ahead and can never lose, which is nice. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Modern players have plenty of horrible opinions. They're just not as many of us, and we're not as loud, maybe. When I attack with all and violent Thalias, I probably should have. I think I said that. I was thinking that with my opponent blocking the Seasoned Pyromancer on the Adeline, that there was a reasonable chance they had another Lightning Bolt, and I was going to be able to like make them use the bolt on the Adeline, and use the bolt on the Adeline, and then I would get to like negate the bolt. They didn't have that, but the good news is again we're like really ahead, and even them not having it means that we're going to be fine. Also means again that we probably just like should have done it, but too many like wrong paths there. Like I can see that I didn't even use it. But that was probably a better path. I will agree. Okay. So I do usually not like Luminarch Aspirant very much. It wasn't terrible that game. Also bringing in a giant killer. Could maybe trim a vial. I don't think someone's playing Murktides. What about that game makes you think they aren't playing Murktides in their deck? Maybe cut Adeline number 4. Let's cut Adeline number 4. Kind of awkward in multiples, bad against heat. Yeah, they connived one away. There was one in their graveyard, yeah. Just confused. Uncounterable Esper Sentinel. I guess the uncounterable doesn't matter that much, but... Esper Sentinel. Okay, opponent did keep 7. Fair enough. Still gonna play it. Yeah, Minguchi's 2 Murktide list. Is Minguchi still on main deck? Main deck Blood Moon? I think drawing a second Emeria's Call. I'll play 1 here, so I'm not taking a million to the Shefet Dunes over the course of the game. Although maybe I can play this tap next turn after playing Lieutenant. Will Loran be a good hedge against Blood Moon? You don't need to worry about Blood Moon. It's not like it's not that big of a problem. Like your opponents are usually going to board it out against you, I would guess, against the mono white version. Maybe I'm just wrong and we lose to it right here, but like I'm kind of not expecting them to have it here. They have Magus of the Moon, which I'm just gonna Solitude, I guess. Oh, I should Solitude at end of turn. Damn it. I guess I can actually just like Convoke, then Solitude on their turn. Kind of awkward in the counter spell, but I do have 2 Solitudes. Only hit a champion, which is kind of bad. You know when everyone tells Murktide's win percentage is unreliable because bad players play it? Yeah, maybe. This is definitely anecdotal evidence. Although, you can actually make misplays with any deck. I'm also making misplays this league. And honestly, like the Magus was not bad here for whatever that's worth. You're not playing the champion into the explosives. We can't Convoke and Evoke? Yeah, well, we can. I just don't really want to let them connive. They're starting to pay cost. They have Dress Down, I guess. Pops the explosives. Anecdotally, I play Murktide in bad. Good anecdote. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Like, I will say this. The argument, Murktide players are bad, whatever, that's the meme. How are they this bad? How are they this bad? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, now I think I play this champ. But how are they this bad? How is It's funny. Hilliard. Oh, you know what? Sorry, I'm wrong. It's just correct to play the spell snare, right? No, sorry, I'm just toxic. It's actually just right to play it. Like there's like just no downside, right? They just get to put it in the yard for Murktide. No, I'm the toxic one. Huh. Explosives on 2 with 2 shredders in play. Never mind. Murktide players are all good. And I'm just bad. This is kind of weird though. Like me having the second Thalia's Lieutenant is just like I think playing it is fine because otherwise I just don't even have a super good attack. This lets me like pretty easily attack with everything. If they double block this Thalia's Lieutenant, they're dead. Yeah. Well, no, popping the E there means that they didn't have to like pay a mana for Sentinel, right? Seems we were playing second Trinity. Yeah, this was probably not right. They're probably. I mean, although maybe they drew this. Did they connive? I don't think. No, they connived after. They probably should just got E on 2 pass, not play the second Shredder. Oh wait, no, they're not supposed to spell snare. They're supposed to connive it away. No, I take it back again. Take it back again. They're supposed to connive it away. Whatever. Let them do their thing. Don't need to roast them the whole time. So they jump there. Down to 4. This matchup is also, I think, very good for us, for whatever that's worth. Is there a deck list? Yeah, you can always go !deck and get the list. Reason you have been tapping Dune for colorless instead of Emeria? I should have been that last spot. I mean, here, I just know I'm not tapping them for any amount of mana. But I should be in that spot. Well, no, saving the Shredder's fine here, because then they get to go, like, block Knight-Errant, sack the explosives. Yeah, Fire Island also, like, quietly loses so many games for Murktide. I don't know. It's like, it's fine to play the first copy. But it's the silent killer of Murktide. The worst matchup is with Fire Islet. So Ragavan. So they need like a basic island here. They go basic island, chump, sack, chump. Okay. So you're gonna go down to 1 card in their hand, no board state. Probably not gonna play Thalia pre-combat into the explosives. Shining Shoal just replaced Knight in this list. Just replaced by Knight. I don't know. So actually, like we played this deck last week, and we lost playing for Trophy, and we had Shining Shoal over Vial, and I did decide that I wanted Vial more than Shining Shoal, especially with Knight-Errant of Eos being able to like both like Vial something in, then use it to convoke to the Knight, and also like play the Knight, then Vial something that you find off the Knight into play. Both of those outcomes have been pretty good. Sorry, Shefet Dunes fans. But it's ultimately not that big a deal. Feels like you couldn't lose if you Solitude Ragavan there before attacks. Well, they go up to 4 life and they go to 1, right? Yeah, they're not dead. The difference is they're at 1, and I don't have Thalia in play or Solitude in my hand, unless I'm missing something, because this was just a 3/3. I'm not sure, Andy. Not sure. You had 2 attackers that had no blockers after popping the Eve, assaulted the Rag. They had the Ledger Shredder as a blocker. They blocked the Knight-Errant with Ledger Shredder. They pop the explosives. They take 3 from the champ, and they go to 1, right? What am I missing? Any interest in playing the 5-color version? No, I think that this is the better version. Like, almost full stop, even. Hopefully, if this is Glimpse, hopefully our Ranger Captain is fast enough. Ledger Shredder dies. It dies after they block. They block, and just like they did it that turn. They already did it. They showed you how to do it. They block with the Ledger Shredder, then sack. Alright, that's chat lethal. Right. See Boros Hilo with Knight-Errant. Maybe. Curve's kind of high in that deck from my first drafts. They only have one blocker for a 2 character over for life. I'm like so confused, but it's okay. I can just be confused. My opinion is Cascade Soul to Rhinos a combo play, just a synergy. Who cares? It is what it is. it doesn't matter. Eagles lethal. Our 4 damage gets through. Okay, so we have 3 damage from champion. I know that gets through because it's not that's a 1 mana value creature. They block the Knight-Errant of Eos. Where is the last point of damage coming from? Because the champ was a 4/4 post combat because we played Thalia, but y'all are suggesting pitching Thalia to Solitude. Again, not that this matters. Ooh, Fable. Okay, so if this is Glimpse, which it does look like Glimpse, we now get to Ranger-Captain. Ooh. It's okay, we can get Furied. Stunlocked by Shadows? I guess. Am I stunlocked or am I patiently explaining that we didn't miss lethal? Oh my gosh. Get another champ. 4th champ. So they have a Cascade spell, they're probably just going to cast it, make me sack my Ranger Captain. Yeah. And then they can get in with their Shaman. They've got 2 cards left in their hand. Hopefully they suck. Glad to have the Drannith Magistrates this time. We didn't have them last time. They're definitely going to help this matchup a lot, having 6, like Thalia and Magistrate and Ranger Captain. Right, Wave Sifton. Actually, really bad news that they're evoking this. This means their last card is relevant. Otherwise, they'd probably just try to hardcast next turn. Yeah, let's just go champ Thalia, I guess. Champs will be very big next turn with the Adeline being 2 humans. And if they have Violent Outburst... Even Violent Outburst plus Shaman is not enough for Cascade, but Agent is because they can attack at the token. Yeah, but maybe they won't have, Fury, token generation, and 2 Cascaders. Or a second Fury. So they're gonna kill Champ. I guess they kill 3 mana, 3 power Champ and the Thalia. Weirdly enough, not doing terribly. If we can just fade a top deck or 2. Especially if we get top deck a 1 or 2 mana spell. Wow, the best one. Are we dead if we don't draw Solitude? Alright, they have the Reflection Fury plan. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. I mean, okay, I will say that. I mean, these are both 4 toughness at least, or over 4 toughness. No, we are pretty bad if we don't draw Solitude. We maybe have a turn or 2. Yeah, I guess we have to draw Solitude next turn, though. And there's still 2 clue tokens. Jace, 9 months, and thank you. Kind of interesting they're doing this pre-combat. Oh, not that interesting, because, yeah, this just forces a... Okay, we'll go to game 2. Yeah. Fable the Mirror Breaker, huh? I guess Containment Priest is actually really good against Glimpse too. Especially this version. Not necessarily the version with Omniscience and Nicol Bolas. I'm not gonna play the full 4 Solitudes, despite me desperately wanting to draw one there. I think we're down to 2 or 3. Yeah, maybe this is probably a matchup where we trim the Knight-Errants. Could get like 4th Adeline. It's kind of slow. Not really what this matchup's about at all. Weird deck, of course. I like how many hate cards we have for Glimpse post-board. Scared of Fury, but sometimes you lose to Fury as humans. It would have been a forced jump. A forced trade of Adeline for Fury, I guess, but we're pretty dead at that point. Loran with the Fables? No, don't ever bring in like a Reclamation Sage to kill Fable, only Fable, I think. Yeah, the Fury's... Maybe with the Fury gone, we could top deck out of it, but we're also like... They have 2 clue tokens. We have very few top decks, but maybe I could have taken the draw step. We were super, super behind. Fran, thank you for 35 months. Good to see you, buddy. Okay, we're gonna keep. Was it only a 2/5? I thought it was no. It was a 3/5 because of the counter on the. I mean, so Twitch.tv/Aspiring Spike. We're all just blue-white control players. Nobody knows how to do creature combat, including me. I guess I'm actually not. I'm just playing into Fury. I don't like actually get to Esper Sentinel any important trigger. Like, yeah, they don't have any 2s and I get to Esper Sentinel. Although maybe playing into Fury is just correct though, because now I get to like make them Fury this and not my Hate Bears if they have it. Like Fury's gonna be a 2 for 2 this game anyways, and I'd kinda rather than kill these 2. Ben's 11 months, thank you. Did I consider Fortune Tender? I did consider Fortune Tender, yeah. I decided not to play it because I wanted more Cascade Hate cards. Although, maybe Fortune Tender is better Cascade Hate. That's always not better against Living End, but a lot of Cascade decks do play Fury. Love to draw a land. Did draw the land. So let's just cast Thalia, and then we can hold up Aether Vial. Definitely not going to Containment Priest this early because it's going to turn off my Aether Vial. Len's 11 months, Chalupa with the 12, thank y'all. Oh no, Reef is so good. They have a second Fury? That'd be bad, but we've dodged it for now. I'll leave the Vial at 2 here. Putting the counter on the Magistrate. We can get up to 5 toughness, which is pretty key. Alright, really good draw. Hopefully they don't have a second Fury. Invasion of Gobakon could be good. It could be. I think like with the Aether Vials and the Knight-Errant of Eos, it doesn't fit super well, but I do like generally like the card. Is this build just fine not being insulated against Fury with Force of Vigor, Shining Shoal? I mean, so like one thing is like you could just beat Fury sometimes. The card is not in the game on the spot like people act like it does. But also Knight-Errant of Eos gives you like a way to refill sometimes after Fury. Although Fury kills your creatures that can convoke, so maybe that logic is pretty flawed. A lot of times it's the second Fury that kills you. That's just okay, you know. I did not see Invasion of Laura's being fixed tomorrow. Is there downtime tomorrow? We could just, you know, lose. Is Ragavan or Fury in more games? I don't know. Tough for the combo deck to go, you know, turn 1 Fury, turn 2, turn 3 Reef, turn 4 Hardcast Fury. Big bummer. Vial Containment Priest synergy is a little awkward. Yeah, a little, for sure. Leaving with Luminarch Aspirant is interesting. Because I'm not, you know, far. Let's take this up to 3. I put a champ into play. Yeah, Fury's beatable. And like Ranger, I don't know. It's just like, it's just okay. You don't have to live in fear that much. Like, you know, I actually even to some extent feel like the whole perception that humans is playing Shoal just to beat Fury isn't even accurate. It's like, Shoal is like a nice hedge against Fury, sure, but Shoal is also just like a reasonable good card to play. Like, it's just like a powerful free spell that happens to line up well against Fury and Heat, but it's also like just good to play. It's just like 0 mana removal like most of the time, hard to play around. And so I honestly feel like it's more about that than just like living in fear of Fury your entire life. This version of Glimpse is like this ability to just play like this fair Risen Reef game plan is really, really powerful. We'll draw Adeline, another lieutenant, another ranger captain would be good. Hold that. And let's get a counter on the magistrate here. Then next trigger maybe put on the ranger captain. I'm gonna hold the containment priest for a little while. Unsurprising chump block. But like, I don't know, we got Fury twice this game, you know, this is our board. We're maybe behind, but we're playing sometimes. Hopefully they have all combo cards in their hand. They have a third Risen Reef. For one Tesla Pile, just Beerus goes. Yeah, how different was your list, Doom? That's exciting. I don't know, I would like 0-4 with it or something. It's exciting though. I'm just gonna concede. Okay. Gross. They get bluffed really good. Like, I remember, like, every time I even think about bluffs, I think about getting bluffed by this Yawgmoth player at the first Hunter Burton I played after COVID, or, you know, after the break from COVID. Have my favorite draw in Modern, Esper Sentinel into Luminarch Aspirant. Am I also queuing Dallas? That's the plan. That's the plan. But maybe I'll just qualify for the Pro Tour in Minneapolis and still LCQ in Dallas, I guess. Or no, right? Because I guess I go still LCQ probably, but I'd be okay just chilling mostly. There, Kahira deck. Maybe better to Thalia here, although they could definitely be more elementals. See, yeah, I haven't booked my flight for Dallas either. You queue for PT Minneapolis, then queues for Dallas. Okay, cool. I've been prepping a little bit for Limited. I've done a couple drafts in person. I did a pre-release. I'm starting to understand the format more, but I definitely need to like put a lot more work into learning the limited format for the sealed PTQs. Dedicated testing. At Dallas for me, like my next tournament is a sealed 2 sealed PTQs in Minneapolis, so that's where my head and my heart are at the moment. So they are control. But yeah, I think we just play Thalia Mutavault this turn. I was kind of tempted to put a counter on the Mutavault though. I think just getting the extra damage now is better. And then next turn I can go like Ranger-Captain Esper Sentinel, counter on Esper Sentinel. But I will say, like, I haven't been like into a limited format in a long time. But what I used to be like a really big limited player, and I love Igmom Limited. It, like, to me, it, like, has broken like so many like what's the word to look for? I'm looking for like traditional like limited, or so some of my attitudes about limited have been like really shaken up from drafting here. Like I'm like really conditioned to just like take any gold uncommon in my 2-color combo. Like I'm just like any of my archetype payoffs in 2 colors. I'm just like always slam dunking it, and I like have been regularly finding myself like being hard in the 2-color combo and having my archetype's 2-color gold uncommon just not be the best pick. And like I also really like how it feels like there's like less non-games due to mana flood because you have so many transform creatures. Like it always feels like you have something to do with your mana, which I always love. And I'm just having a good time. Conventions, yeah, conventions is probably the word to use. So we'll see if they don't still do anything. I mean, they're dead, I guess. Yeah, I'm playing 2 sealed bomb PTQs. Solitude's out, Loran's and War Priest's in. Is limited as good as cons? I love triple cons. I don't know if it's as good. Although one thing is, like, I probably did like 200 drafts of triple cons, and I've done 2 drafts of bomb and 1 sealed. So I like, one thing I like about it is it just feels like there's so many possibilities. There's like it really feels like the kind of format that you can like learn really well and master and do well with. The limited mom, which is great if I'm going to like go fly to play some sealed PTQs. Obviously, I can't afford to devote as much time to learning the limited format as I can modern, but I can devote enough time, I think, to learn it pretty well. Yeah, I actually have hardcast some Emeria's calls. It's also that you can pitch it to Solitude. Maybe honestly just better to be playing like Horizon lands over like the Emeria's calls. Also Team Master, very cool. I played against creativity this deck. Is Containment Priest enough? Let me give like that and Thalia and Sentinel and Solitude. Ranger-Captain sometimes. I think we will keep. Hopefully not get our Aether Vial pendinged. Maybe keep War Priest so we could kill a binding on our Vial. Saw a bunch of Hammerless playing 4 call, didn't make sense. Yeah, no, it's because of Solitude mostly. Like it also pitches the Solitude, which is like that is extra utility, is that of course, right? They do have the pending. Oh, great draw. What about the Solitude deck? I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. It's like those decks have like a really high learning curve. It takes a long time to like figure out the sequencing and everything with them. Dancing Dits against Switch Prime, but I like them. If you're playing Shoulder Pitch, we have Solitude, I don't know. It's like, again, like, it's mid, but like, people always call these kind of lands mid, right? Emeria's calls mid, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, this is literally an untapped white, it's an untapped land that taps for white and gives you utility, and a deck that doesn't care that much about the life loss. It is mid, but it also has like super low opportunity cost, so it's okay that it's mid, right? Just costs you almost nothing. 3 life, who cares? And we we did it was actually super relevant. We could pitch it to Solitude against our Murktide opponent, and I don't know. They did miss their land drop, yeah. And with Thalia in play, I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah. I think cutting the Shefet Dunes for some Sunbait Canyons could be fine. I mean, they can't Leyline Binding. I think that I like Animate Mutavault Cast Lieutenant. I also have Hardcast Dunes. Okay. Actually huge, like Adeline having 0 power. It is nice that they can't verdict me here. It is nice that I'm super ahead. Maybe just like Ranger Captain this turn. Edge against verdict. Maybe post combat because of Dress Down. Well, I guess not. Like, we still kind of want it anyways, right? Like, even if they dress down, like, we still have it in play for the verdict. Wow. Second dress down is so sick. We've had second dress down, yes, but have we had third dress down? Oh, do I play around Solitude? Let's play around Solitude. I didn't last turn, but it's, like, such a disaster. I definitely should have played around the last turn, though. Zestron Wreck Yogg. It's like a fine card against Yawgmoth. Targeting the Thalia. That's interesting. Blue-Eye Control, huh? It's so cool that we're just, like, fine here. My opponents had, like, close to best possible for, like, 2 or 3 turns in a row. Obviously, like, that top deck Thalia was just so important. But they had the ending for my Vial, too. Gotta cast Recommission in this list with Ranger Captain. I mean, don't we all, huh? You play Silent Clearing? Yeah, maybe. It was good to be winning with the deck today. Verdict is best. I mean, Verdict, they can't cast it this turn. I have Ranger Captain. I'm going to play around it. But I think suiting this up is good. So I guess Aspirant, was Aspirant lethal? No, right, yeah, Aspirant's not lethal. This is even more damage, too. You can pay 2 for Prismatic Ending in Exile. They need, like, Verdict plus Solitude. There's the Verdict. It has to be exactly Solitude white card. So I guess let's get the counter on the Aspirant. We'll definitely go for it. Okay. Feels good to be winning. Get a 4-1 prediction going. Oh, we played against this player earlier. I could not remember what they were on, unfortunately. I think we got crushed. We got some Thoughtseize. Yeah, but Thoughtseize is also like not a card you can play around, really. Compared to Magus, which like is a card you meaningfully play around. I do love Jamoka's Command. First and last game of the league was same. Wait, is this the same league? Not this league. We're playing a different deck from what we were playing earlier. I don't think I played against Titan. Did I? Oh, it's Hammer. It's Hammer. Okay. Right. Cool. I haven't seen... Whoa. Oh, it was Affinity! Right. Right. So if I Solitude the Midnight, then my opponent is not able to make a Construct token. Also means that I can't... If I pitch the Esper Sentinel because I drew Plains, I can't find any 3-drops unless I draw another 1-drop next turn. I think that's okay. I think I should just Solitude the Midnight. Stopping the constructs is pretty important. Obviously, if my opponent has another 0-mana creature, we get like massively blown out. But love the mono white artifact video that they need to perform. I think I'll go back. Yeah, I'll go back at some point. We have another player in the chat who like likes the deck and has been playing it some and says it's been performing better than it did in the video. Gonna pay 2. Gonna give me that card. Gonna give me the card. It's a Mutavault. And has a Frogmite to make Saga tokens, unfortunately. At least we got a card, huh? Don't want a Ranger-Captain. It's kind of slow, but it lets me find 3s. Yeah. I guess also, yeah, I could also just draw like any creature next turn and then Knight-Errant for 5 and try to find Solitude. Which is kind of important, I think. And then... we just keep ticking up here. They've got plenty of non-creature spells. Let's see, so I've got only 2 Lorans and 2 War Priest of Thune. There's not a lot of, like 4 Force of Vigors this time. Probably get Shadow Spear. Yeah, so any creature we get to go champ, creature, convoke Knight-Errant, look for Solitude. I'm gonna take another hit. Oh wow. They're just giving me the cards. Although I'm getting a little flooded. Oh, gross. There's like no creature that wanna draw. Well, I do think I still need that plan. Draw a creature, find Solitude, white card. Now we're dead. Oh, I can convoke with Mutavault. Awesome. Not a play I have seen. I have to find Solitude white card, which is even like doesn't like put us ahead even. And we miss. So let's go game 2. War Priests, Loran, Giant Killer I guess gets in. Nothing else really. Sentinel was like surprisingly better than I thought it would be. Like my instinct is to cut these Thalias, but if Sentinel was really good, maybe Thalia is better. Maybe play exactly 1 Thalia. Aspirant, slow. Felt very slow that game. Do my favorite modern card, unironically. Yeah, I mean, Jade Avenger is my favorite card. I think people think it's ironic, but I do just like weirdly love that card. Try this. Like Hopper in the Affinity Shell. I liked Hopper. We had a Boros Convoke deck that like Hopper looked pretty good in. Hopper is definitely way better when you have like we're playing the Kadaltha package, so being able to make 3 goblins for 1 mana, then convoke Hopper for 0 is kind of cool. Why is an Affinity top 8 ever? Force of Vigor. End of list, really. There's a lot of, like Scam plays so many hate cards that like are also randomly great against them. I'm gonna keep. Hard hand though. Not much stress to get blue into mana base for Lavinia to help combine Magistrate's Containments. Well, why not just play more Magistrates? Like Lavinia doesn't do the same thing Containment Priest does. Like, Containment Priest is just a hate card for creativity. Lavinia doesn't stop that. I cast my 1 of Thalia. The perfect number. Never have to draw 2. Legendary. Never register Jade Avenger in Constructed Modern. Yeah, I don't know. I guess like do I have to pick a card that's like legal in Constructed Modern as my favorite? Color Pig, 12 months. Thank you. I think it's my favorite. I think I get to pick, actually. Get the Exile Artifact. Can the cat that exile artifact or uncover priest? What's a cat, not a human, is a big problem in your humans deck, I think. Alright, don't need to get the giant killer yet. I can get that later. Could maybe get Esper Sentinel. I think we're just getting champ though. The second legit affinity deck. Yeah, it's the same player actually. Same opponent. 1 mana thought cast through Thalia. 2 mana bauble. Should the affinity deck be playing the Convoke Draw too? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know that like more thought cast is what affinity needs or wants, but maybe. Okay, this turn let's go Champ, Aspirant, Knight-Errant of Eos. I will say this league I've definitely been like pretty impressed by Knight-Errant of Eos. Maybe it didn't stabilize this last game, but I feel like it's fitting in the deck really well. And I do like grabbing 2 Thalia's Lieutenants. Holy guacamole. I guess we can put the counter here. No reason to convoke with all 4 again. The reason is to like be able to cast the card, right? That would be the main reason. I think Knight-Errant of Eos would be more on modern power level when the cards got the ETB. If you could just put one of these into play, Knight-Errant of Eos would be broken and banned, I think, in modern. If you got to just put one of them into play. I don't say that lightly. That I think that's like bannable power level. I think this may be a spot where math might be just for blockers. Figure it out. Figure it out. Probably did the cranial plating. Maybe not quite. Oh, sorry. I didn't sack my stupid Ranger-Captain. Okay, now I am. Played the Pioneer Dino. Yeah, we went 0-4, and then I think Doomake made some changes, and then the practice stream went 4-1. So maybe he'll stream it tonight, and like it'll be better than my build. No Shoal. Yeah, it's just kind of tough to play Knight-Errant and Shoal and Vial and Solitude. Yeah, I think you have to cut one of those cards to play Shoal. Okay. Thalia was like really good that game. She's worse on the draw though. Maybe it's like the Ranger Captains that suck though. Weird to have the Giant Killer in the deck with no Ranger Captain. It's kind of not. It's just kind of okay to draw though. But I think I'm just gonna put the 4th Vial over it. Niner should maybe be 3-up. Yeah, maybe. But I think with the new card, I just always want to jam 4 for a while. But I don't know. Like we 4-1'd the last league we played with the deck. We're playing for 4-1 here. Knight-Errant of Eos has felt good in the deck. It's not like a ridiculous card. Maybe I overrated it a bit, but there's also like other shells you can play with the card. Like one thing that I think is important to understand about Knight-Errant of Eos in this deck is this build is not built to maximize the power of Knight-Errant. This is not really a Convoke deck, right? We're not playing any Convoke enablers. We're just good card humans with Knight-Errant of Eos. The power level of Eos is higher if you're more easily able to be playing a Convoke build, if that makes sense. So the fact that I think that it's just like good and fits in and fills an important role in the deck, I'm liking a lot here. My 3 go-to Stoneblade decks. Go-to Cauldron, Batterskull, Sophie. I mean, the Boros Stoneblade deck I plays like 3 Sophies because you're trying to like combo with Fervent Champion. I don't know. I haven't built like a normal Stoneblade deck in a long time, to be honest. Alright, keep this. But Priest be good against Saga tokens. Priest doesn't work like Hallowed Moonlight does. It only this is non-token. When it mulls to 6, try Errant with Soul Herder and lose the Cocos. Interesting. I don't like that you can't flicker. Like not being able to Ephemerate or Soul Herder Errant for value does feel bad. Okay, no Urza Saga in their hand is good. They would definitely have played Saga turn 1 to get turn 2 token. I am going to play Sentinel here, I think. It's okay for the champs to be 1 smaller. Oh, well, was that just drawn? Probably. Wow, this is a great mold to 6. They're giving me the card so they can equip. I guess they're going to equip onto Frogmite. I guess I'm solituding. My kingdom for a War Priest of Thune. Well, my opponent is giving me a lot of cards with these Sentinels, at least. I haven't said anything about the Pinkerton thing. I didn't read the whole article, but it seems pretty fucked, for sure. So this is going to be 5-5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 6, 7, 7. I think I need to be on defense because I just can't afford. I think I'm just so behind if they don't make a second Saga token, equip Shadow Spirit, equip Construct. I do like that if they don't have another artifact for this turn, I do get to double block this Construct pretty well. And I guess not if they put their plating on it. Oh man, Thought Monitor. Every time Thought Monitor gets cast, I'm just like, oh no. And now it's also a flyer for their cranial plating. They even just had a great attack, and like, I don't need it. I guess we play Vial instead of put a counter on the Mutavault. I really think they drew the Saga too, because like they know about the turn 1 Saga Springleaf Drumline. They took it game 1. Okay, just going for the flyer. I've got some outs, not too many though. Actually, just Loran or Knight-Errant into Loran or Solitude white card. Alright, no Solitude, you go with the Emeria's Call. 3-2 this league. It's okay. We did not feel bad. 2 losses to Raging Tilt Monster today though. Well, I'm going to run it back with +4 Sunbaked Canyons, -2 Emeria's Call, minus 2 Shefet Dunes.